Alright, so as you guys know, the light heavyweight division is currently pretty cooked right now. This division is out of sorts right now for a couple reasons. First off, Carlos Ulberg won the title and now has an injury for a long period of time. Jan Blachowicz is absolutely stinking up the division, going
0-2 with 2 draws
against top 10 guys. Then of course, Alex Pereira making the belt shakes up the division as well. Then we got new guys like Paulo Costa and Robert Whittaker wanting to come up, so we got matchups being held up there too. So yeah, in terms of matchmaking, this division is pretty
fucked right now.
So essentially this video today is going to be cleaning up the light heavyweight division. Our first matchup is Jiri versus Paulo Costa. This fight makes perfect sense for the division. Paulo Costa is looking for a step up in the rankings and Jiri's looking for a step down after a brutal KO. And these fighters both just fought on the same card, so they should be ready around the same time. Paulo Costa doesn't really have enough power to knock Jiri out in his hands, which is the main weakness besides that head kick for Jiri. I think that it's going to be a barn burner and Yuri's probably going to win, but if he doesn't, I mean, either of these guys for the interim title is going to be entertaining, or the title. We got to book Jiri versus the most entertaining fighters. You know, he's a once-in-a-lifetime guy. We're not going to see another guy like this in the light heavyweight division, maybe ever. I mean, and you really want to see him versus Ankalaev or Jan Blachowicz and a possibility of a boring fight? No, we want to make the most chaos possible for Jiri. And we want Jiri to have a decent fight too. We want Jiri to make a comeback or Paulo Costa to have a great fight. Every part of this fight is good. The build-up, the press conference, the after-fight speech. There's not a single second where this fight is not entertaining. This fight would be the perfect builder for like a co-main. Maybe like a Peter Yan Marab rematch, you know, and that's the co-main. That would fit perfectly. Next up we got Khalil versus Kebab or Ink. You know, listen, both these fighters are in a similar scenario. They both came off KO losses. They're both looking to bounce back. Their aura is completely gone, you know. Khalil got pieced up by Jiri Prochazka, and Magomed got nuked by Alex Pereira. So, you know, 2 top 5 fighters with no aura. One of them's got to gain back their aura, and I think it's going to be Ankalaev. I think Ankalaev can definitely mix it up better than Khalil and survive longer. As we've seen, he went 5 rounds with Alex Pereira. Who does that? Like, that's amazing. And Khalil's going to gas out, but I think this will be a good tune-up fight for Ankalaev. And we could have a, you know, an interim title with Ank and the winner of Jiri Costa, and that's a good fight too. Costa versus Ank is good, you know, Jiri versus, that's a banger scenario no matter what there. So I think this fight really makes sense for both these guys, you know. And if Khalil pulls off the upset, you know, he's back in title contention, and Khalil could finish Ank. We never know. You know, that's one of the greatest things about Khalil is he has deadly combos, especially Muay Thai combos, and he can really KO anyone in the UFC. So if Ank's not careful or underestimates Khalil Rountree, we could see Ank getting KO'd again or TKO'd. This next fight is kind of a make it or break it fight for both of these fighters. We got Bobby Knuckles moving up to 205 to fight Jamahal. You know, Robert Whittaker on a 2-fight losing streak, Jamahal on a 3-fight losing streak. I mean, they're losing a good guy. I mean, D. Ritter, like, we shouldn't be losing to that guy. But, you know, and I think in this fight, Robert Whittaker gets it done. I think he's more skilled. I think he's more crafty. I think he's almost got that crafty vet uncle type game to his arsenal now, you know. He's got crafty leg kicks, he's got crafty head kicks. He's got decent defensive wrestling, and I think he might be able to use that against Jamahal. He might knock out Jamahal, honestly. Jamahil's kind of slow and plotty on the feet. He moves a lot like a heavyweight. He is 6'4" and pretty girthy for the division. But Robert Whittaker is a little too fast for him. Now, I could see Jamahal just smiting him out, being a big, brolic black dude like he is, with just some big overhand, just like, boom, just crushing his face. Maybe it breaks his jaw, because Robert Whittaker is a little fragile now that he's getting older, past 35. You know, the only thing that scares me is this is the complete opposite of Paulo Costa fighting Azamat. This is a way smaller guy coming up that can't just size mog a 205-pounder. You know, I don't know how the hell Paulo Costa was able to size mog someone moving up a weight class, but for Robert Whittaker, this is not the case. Robert has a 73-inch reach, Jamahal has a 79-inch reach, and Jamahal's way bigger than him. He's 6'4", and Robert's like 5'11", so that's my biggest concern here. Alright, next up, this is a Unk Classic matchup. We got Dominick Reyes versus Jan Blachowicz 2. I know Dominick Reyes got
slimed out by Jan in the
first fight, but Jan is 43 damn years old now. The combined age in this fight is 80! These guys are 80 combined. Dude, 43 and 36. These dudes are uncles. Jan has to fight someone in the rankings below him. He's
0-2 with 2 draws.
So he has to have a step down. And Dominick Reyes kind of had a slight robbery in his last fight, but he still deserves a step up. So why not make 2 uncles fight each other? There's like no one else for him to fight. He's not going to fight Azamat. Azamat can't move up. And he's not going to fight Volkan Ozdemir. And he's not going to fight any of the guys in the top 5. So this is kind of the only probable matchup. And just because Reyes got knocked out in the first fight doesn't mean he's going to get knocked out again. That was a decent amount of time ago, and Jan is 43 coming off a torn meniscus. So we don't know which version of Jan's going to show up. He's ancient now. I mean, 43 years old. Dude's got to be one of the oldest UFC fighters ever to be in the top 5.